All right, we are back here in our science run of Rome favorite map. Yeah, classical era had me nervous about my goals, my conquest goals, but the science I invested in paid off and got those men at arms up much sooner. So going into the Middle Ages, now the game really is going to take shape as a science approach. I'm not looking to pick fights. It's tempting to want to conquer some city states near me, but no, I'm going to pour all my resources into a different direction this game. So let's look at the notes here. So military, actually just cleaning up these barbarians and also starting my navy in preparation for the Renaissance. So still military goals, but yeah, not conquest related, right? Rome, I want to get an industrial zone up. I have men at arms, so that means I can do that. And also, I want to get a diplomatic quarter up. If I'm not conquering all those city states, then I want to be their friend. And then settling. Because the more I'm incentivized to have more a high quantity of cities, because of course my Pantheon belief Divine Spark gives me +1 great scientist point per campus with a library. So the more quantity of, obviously the more campus, the more science. So doing that, and then maybe actually after that commercial, because I ideally alliances is something I can start to look forward to. I want to do this game, especially have a strong research alliance to boost my science, to supplement my science that way. So I have some reasonable goals here. Yeah, it should be fun. It's definitely going to get more laid back. And as I described earlier, I want to take some time to look at some of what I'm doing with adjacency or city planning. So here we are entering the Middle Ages. All right, just a normal age here, which might actually be good because I think I'd rather have it try to get a golden age in the Renaissance than this era for settling overseas, which is something I definitely didn't really do last time. I was too busy conquering and building units. So the question is, which thing is going to give me the most? I've already got some campus up, but of course, I'm going to try to build more and hopefully have some. I'm working on education, so I'll have some universities on the way. So we're going to, again, focus purely on science. That's what we want here. So education we're working on. I actually have not got a great scientist yet. Oh, I'm really close, but don't have the money to do it. So actually, I'm going to keep a close eye on education. As soon as it's within Eureka range of finishing, then I'll switch and just watch my faith. I am getting some faith. I have a holy site here in Amsterdam from the Netherlands, and I have a holy site in Rotterdam. So let's take stock of my campus. Let me clean up the view a little bit. So we have a campus here in Rotterdam for 2. I would have rather had the campus there, but hey, Wilhelm built it for me. Amsterdam has a 4. Do I have the policy on? Yeah, so including. Oh, so this is actually only getting 1 science from that mountain tile. This is getting 2 science from the rainforest, doubled. I don't have a campus in Nijmegen. Nijmegen needs some work. The theater square went where I like to try to build a dam, so not crazy about that choice. But I am gonna put Pingala. It's a toss up because Pingala is right now the cities are the same size, but Nijmegen's gonna grow larger and have the theater. So I'll leave Pingala in Rome for now, but may switch it. Oh, wait, actually, I want to start. Yeah, I'll leave Pingala in Rome until I'm ready to start pumping out settlers from Rome, and then I want to do Magus, who hasn't been assigned yet, so let me actually do that. Oh, wait, did Pingala have the promotion? Oh, good, Pingala is decently promoted. Okay, not the. I need the culture one yet, but there's time for that. So civic feudalism is a good choice, especially I was just talking about getting Nijmegen to grow, so building a bunch of farms here once I have feudalism was how I'm going to get that city really, really big. Production, Amsterdam. Let's check my policies here before I start doing stuff. I want to do 100% production towards defensive building, but I do not have a military policy at the moment, and I want that +2 science per turn. Yeah, I want influence points. I want campus adjacency. So for my second economic policy, what makes the most sense? Yeah, I have a handful of cities, so +1 production ain't a lot, but it's something. Um, Similarly, I want to build my boats faster, but not having. I kind of would like those. It tempts me to switch my government policy, but yeah, I really want to get those great scientists. 13.8 great scientist points earned this turn. Okay, so now we're starting to talk. I was starting to be like, where's my great scientist? I'm doing all this stuff. It's happening. Um, yeah, because I'm getting again from my belief an extra one there, no library there, an extra point there, an extra point there. So yeah, getting a handful of extra scientist points per turn, and then 2 from my policy. So good stuff. All right, Amsterdam. Building a settler to start to settle over here would be good in advance of getting Magus even promoted, But Oracle has not been built yet and would be lovely, but do I want Oracle in this city? No, really the settler makes the most sense to get another if I need to be working on my navy. I'm tempted to even do the campus research grants here in Amsterdam. But actually, you know what? A builder for 4 turns, because this horse here is a farm right now. That's damaged. I am getting the silk, though. That's welcomed. So let's do a builder and clean up. I'm looking ahead to what I'm going to do in the Middle Ages, but first is cleaning up the mess I made from the classical era. Similarly, Rotterdam, let's get a granary up, then let's get a library up. I can build a builder from Amsterdam. Actually, yeah, let's queue up several builders here in Amsterdam, or a couple. Because Rotterdam's my only city on the coast, and here, sailing's 1 turn. I'm actually going to do that to be able to queue up some galleys. And then we just got unit placement to refresh our memories. Over here in the west, there's this barbarian camp I'm going after. I just have some archers, but I can definitely, now that the war is over, lend a man-at-arms down that way. Similarly, I upgraded this man-at-arms. Let's take out that swordsman. We have some Bander Bruni units who I'm going to use to fight the barbarians from this camp way over in the east. I did clear the one down in the south, east and south, but especially, definitely my goal for the time being is to clean up in this area. Similarly, there's stuff I want in Nijmegen. Actually, let me queue up a 3rd builder, 1 for each of these cities. I think let's get these cities repaired and functioning properly. Rome is almost done with Ancestral Hall. So actually, is there anything that's going to give me a governor soon? Because getting does not lose population from building a settler. Of course, I want to start settling as soon as possible, but once I get an industrial zone up here in Rome, Rome is going to take time to get itself ready, but I'm thinking if I pump up that production, then I can just do settlers indefinitely. So, it's always a toss-up. Do I kind of spread out that pumping Rome up to do that job, or do I kind of do I do that all at once or little by little? We'll see. I'll play it by ear. I got a couple more unit movements, but that'll be good for now. I'm going to work on all these goals I laid out, and this playthrough it might be a lot more time passing between my check-ins, just because it's going to be a lot more just kind of mellow clicking of builders and things, but we shall see. We shall see. I'll come, especially these barbarians. There's always surprises with barbarians, isn't there? Okay, highlight back very start of the next turn, turn 90. I got my great scientist. Yeah, it was going up like 13 a turn. So, not my favorite. Gaining some faith and then that's all okay. It's ultimately not a lot of faith, but it gives me that trigger for education, and that'll be done in one turn. And the other thing is, and I finished sailing, so I can start those boats in Rotterdam once it's repaired. And then I did get new districts act as culture bombs. So I may want to build a campus here or build something over in Eritreum to kind of gain some ground on where Canada's looking to settle. I'm not really working on any districts presently. Actually, I want to get a golden age this year, this era. I haven't built ancient walls yet, but it's only 3 turns for engineering, so I do want to put up that bath because that's a big, I think, 4 error points. So actually, maybe I'll just start the ancient walls here. I'm tempted because, 5 turns to border growth. I'll put up ancient walls and then do an industrial zone in Antium and hopefully claim all these tiles at once. That'll be a nice little perk if I can get it. My man-at-arms can't quite kill the scout. Dang. Anyways, I'll be back. Gonna continue to do those things that I said I would try to do. Hello there. I'm bummed. Canada settled Winnipeg, and I like putting the city at the head of the river, but Canada claimed the silver. That stinks, and I'm going to ally them, so I really don't like being cut off, but it's not enough to throw a fit about. But these men-at-arms were way worse, or I wasn't expecting there to be men-at-arms, so I'm actually going to withdraw my archers. Maybe if I'm lucky, these barbarians will chop down Canada's city, the one I don't want to be there. I did start my university in Rome and actually a second one in Eritreum, both by mountain, so that'll... let's see, Rome is going to take 10 turns for that. Astronomy, actually, let me switch to... Let's do stirrups. It's boosted, only 4 turns, so... another man-at-arms out here. And I didn't realize there's a barbarian camp there and there. So definitely my military. As I said in my notes, let me rearrange. Let me change the view on this real quick for you. My military goals are those, are working on those barbarians. So that does seem to be what I'll be doing. We're back real quick. Just wanted to note that I sent my original scout that went west and has uncovered all of Greece and Indonesia, has gone back further west again, and I've now met Dido. So that's good. Again, looking to do some more diplomacy this turn. So she wants a lot for open borders. Yeah. That's weird. It's less money to not give her my open borders? I don't understand. So she's on this supercontinent. If you watch Domination, she's across the shallow water here. Both supercontinents actually are connected by shallow water in this game, which is interesting and makes for some good trade and diplomacy stuff. So, these barbs are giving me a tough time. So yeah, definitely my man-at-arms. I'm leaving 1 man-at-arms up here and my spearmen up here to kind of monitor the situation, but definitely headed mainly to the east, and on the west I'm still withdrawing. All right, a few small things. Indonesia's bringing this settler over towards this peninsula, so I am, now that I'm done with builders in Amsterdam, building a settler, and I'm moving Magnus there. I got another promotion, so that's turning out, trying to beat her to settling on this peninsula. This man-at-arms followed me back to Eritreum, which is tedious, but my man-at-arms is getting there. Greece declared war on Wollin, really hoping that doesn't work out, because I like having Wollin there as a buffer, and I wanted to maybe... Well, I guess the Wolin's ability actually is less important to me, doing less of a militaristic playthrough. But yeah, still working on my university, still working on Petra and Nijmegen. So yeah, I want civil service. I don't have the inspiration for it yet for growing a city to 10 population, but I've got 8, 8, and a 7, but no 10 yet. So, oh well. I'm getting a little frustrated. I just got my first boat, which is great, but Indonesia did land the settler here, and so between that and Canada encroaching some of the, and then I had to switch up production in Eritrea here because this, luckily it didn't pillage, but it went towards my campus, and now I can. So a few challenges here in the Middle Ages. Yeah, so but my university's about to go up next turn, so I can resume researching astronomy. Barbarians are now spawning skirmishers, but luckily I was just now able to take out that one camp. And I got a reward from Bander Bruni, so that helps me keep control there. So some good things, some bad things. Nijmegen, I built this mine and also switched this mine to Nijmegen from Amsterdam because I don't want to spend the whole game waiting on Petra, to get that done. All right, so yeah, still got a lot of time left in the Middle Ages, but I'm only about halfway to a normal era, let alone a gold. So still gotta keep working on stuff. I can build my bath though. So actually, in Rome, I'm gonna do a builder. Probably chop that tree for an industrial zone, build a bath. Yeah, Rome is still just kind of preparing for the Renaissance to do a lot more settlers and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. We're back here on turn 106. Indonesia did settle, but actually right in the spot that I was planning to, and I wasn't thinking it's going to lose loyalty. So actually, and I just finished this settler, so I'm going to settle right there just to speed things up. Rome is still doing Rome thing, so I do want a university in Amsterdam, but even though Rome has the ancestral hall, so could do it quicker, I'm doing other things in Rome. But Ancestral Hall still gives me the free builder when I settle. So just gonna settle over here to speed up the loss of loyalty there. Indonesia will be like, don't settle near me, and I'll be like, oh, look who's talking, My first boat I sent up here to. Speaking of Indonesia, I need some. I've just finished civil service, so I can do alliances. I'll do that in a second. The barbarians are going good once my man-at-arm finally got over here. Cleared the one camp, about to take out the next, so all I got to worry about is them respawning. So far, it doesn't look like Canada's getting badgered by that barbarian camp, but we can only hope it'll just be a matter of time. I don't know. So continuing with a little bit of luck, a little bit of disluck. And the other thing was there was a huge flood, so some of these tiles in Nijmegen need repair, but we're looking at 5 food on multiple tiles. So yeah, it lost some population, but it'll grow back really quick. So in due time, Pingla might set up his home there. And then I'm going to wait till these, actually for alliances, I'm going to wait till these friendships run out. I like to just wait, get all my friendships and renewals on the same turn so I could do it all at once. I might lose some turns of trade and stuff, but it just makes staying organized with that a lot easier. We're back here on turn 108. I got a point for getting astronomy, so that's cool. Rome just finished a builder who's going to chop that in order to get the industrial zone up quicker, but let me go ahead and put the bath to kind of try to time that better. 2 universities, yeah, I can get the trigger for that in Eritrea, and good turn to 3 Eurekas. I'd rather have it than not have it, but it doesn't seem too powerful. Canada's mounting a resistance against barbarians. However, I'm also going to get the trigger for military science. Clear that. So I'm getting some points here and again. We get some points. Oh, and then once that bath goes up, that'll just about put me to normal era. And we still got as much as 21 turns. So it's looking good for the golden era yeah, I'm about to get a trigger for having my second galley. So it's golden era outlook is good, and that's a big one because, yeah, I want to try to have my... Actually, I need to... Speaking of that, let me... How many turns? 1 turn? Yeah, I'll be able to... 4 turns. I could time it better. I don't know. I'll play around with the timing of some of the Eurekas and inspirations. Really, that's a big focus of this playthrough with the science is like, yeah, I have goals I want to advance, but also just really trying to climb the tree as fast as possible by being nimble, switching, and being conscious of my what I need to do to get Eurekas and inspirations. We're back again already here on turn 109. I know it's cut off. I have 337 gold, but I'm losing 16.8 a turn. Oh no. However, my all my relationships just ended. Canada does not want to be my friend. Oh wait, I just asked him. Oops. I will trade him for silver and fox. Good. He's going to pay me healthy for some sugar. Let's see what he would pay me for salt. 3 a turn. I'm sure I can do better. Guitarja. Ask for... Oh, I need diplomatic points for that. Let's see what you would give me for sugar. 12 a turn. Yes, indeed. What about salt? You want to give me salt? Yes. All right, so my budget's okay again. So I was going to declare friendships with everyone, but I want to... let's just play it by ear right now. I want that... I don't really have many trade routes, so... how far away are we from needing the alliance for... Yeah, I'm still a ways from diplomatic service. Let me play it by ear. If Gorgo takes Swollen, there's a chance of a joint war, and I think I would want to fight that one, but we'll see. We'll see. We shall see. Geez, turn 110, we're right back. Another flood in Nijmegen. More population loss, but more tiles gain fertility. So... yeah, just getting interesting here. It's growing and then keeps losing population. So like obviously putting up a dam is important, but yeah, I'm loving these food tiles. So that's that. I just used that great scientist I got for some triggers. Printing and rifling I was going to get anyways, but I did get cartography, which I was not going to have, and that is something I'm working towards in advance of the Renaissance. So yeah, that's why I don't love the Eureka ones. Like sometimes it's just like, oh, that didn't actually help me all that much, even though it was a great scientist. But that's how it goes. Back again. I finished this industrial zone in Antium, so I did get a nice little culture bomb there, as well as I got a builder from an unclaimed goodie hut all the way out here. So I am going to improve this sugar and have another source of income. So that was a pretty nice combo of getting the builder, getting a culture bomb. So Antium's growing up quick. And it's going to work on a bath here next to the industrial zone. Once I get niter, there's sources of niter there. Rome is about to have the bath. I'll come back to show you that. And here we are. The bath was no accident, but the unique genius of our people. So let's take a closer look at Rome. So I got my campus doing +6 up here, and I'm getting +12 because of the economic policy slot. The 6th is from being next to the government plaza. Plus, I got Pingala here, so Rome is pumping out 39 science. That puts me at 89 science, actually ahead of Dido, Canada, and Indonesia, but Gorgo's at 121, so yeah, Gorgo's running hot. But for turn 112 to be ahead of 3 of the 4 civs I've met, well, 3 of the 5, something happened to one of them, I don't know what. But anyway, so yeah, I'm doing pretty similar development of Rome as I have in the past. I already have a builder here to chop this woods for the production. That was a great woods to improve, but putting my industrial zone here, it's not inherently a great spot except for the iron, but being next to the Bath and Government Plaza, that puts it at +6, and later on I'll do the 100% policy to pump it up to +12. So, yeah, Rome's going to do that. Workshop, toss up these city center things, and then I'll probably assign Magnus and start bumping out settlers. I also wanted to show you, I'm tempted to settle right here for the era points, but outlook's looking good actually. I need 9, and I have about 17 turns, so I'm actually thinking I don't need to settle right up on Crater Lake. I can probably get those era points next era. Oh, but there's a volcano, so I get a point from that. Cool. Let's go ahead. I have some money. Let's get the silk, because that gold will pay for itself from being able to trade it, and that should speed up the rebellion of Benjar Mason. So, for Canada having settled there, I feel good about probably. Oh, what's going on over here? Maybe just a flood. I just saw Montreal was losing health and was wondering. Ooh, that's a good campus site, but it's on the coast, so let's build a granary to start off. So, yeah, so working on the third boat. My second boat I'm bringing over here to check for barbarians. Yeah. My army's still kind of spread out over here, just been healing up after all the barbarian fights. So, that's that. Alright, I'll be back. 2 quick things here in turn 114. My levying of Banderbruni has expired, so they have their army back. Some random units strewn about, but I was kind of moving their units back towards them as a out of kindness. I got 17 turns till Benjar Mason converts or rebels a second time and I gain them into my empire. So Media Lanum might grow in that time, though, so actually it definitely will, because I'm about to chop a rainforest. So yeah, some good stuff going on. Got my trader back, got options for that. And we're getting closer and closer to the golden age, 90 out of 96 with 15 turns left. So yeah, really just still working on, I should mention, because that's, right on top. So barbarians, actually, I'll cross that off my notes here. Working on industrial zone in Rome, so yeah, making progress. Settling I'm doing, and then alliances again is a little lower priority. Navy I'm working on, so making progress towards the goals I outlined. I'm starting to feel like, I'm not having huge gains, but just need to stick to the plan. We're back here on turn 117. I got military engineering. Not really going after armories, military engineers, nor trebuchets, but that niter is a big, big deal. Because I have 2 sources right here and a builder with extra builds to be able to. Actually, I might want to change up that new builder's gain policy. It's really good, though, because I have Ancestral Hall, so the cities I found come with the builder, and if that policy is equipped, then they got room to get started. And I moved that builder not thinking about that settler I could have moved first. That's tedious. Oh well, just lose a turn there. Man, Buttress I was waiting for Nijmegen to be done with Petra, but that's taking forever, so I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get cartographies triggered, thank courtesy of the great scientist, so let's do that. That's a good industrial zone, giving me 3 era points, which puts me only 3 era points away from the next thing. So, workshop going up in Rome. Rome's ticking along. When that's getting close to done, I'll move Magnus there. Then it's time to pump out some settlers. Especially if I do, it looks like I'm going to get the golden era. I'll go for plus starting population, and let's go find some starting cities with 4 population is a big changes the game with loyalty, especially if you found like 2 or 3 cities close together. So, yeah, that's already looking ahead to the Renaissance. This medieval era has definitely been transitioning, getting some universities up, repairing, building. So Renaissance is going to be fun, I think, though. World Congress here. We got to go faster production in camp. Actually, I've built up my campus so much, I'm going to go for city center. I don't have any points to spend, and then just trade. So nothing too nothing too crazy for the yes city center. Okay, so that's good. Let's change policies. Let's take that great scientist point off and do 100% walls. Now that there's 100% to the city center, that'll be like let's just do some ancient walls, get that done in my main cities. It's almost time to change towards 50% settlers, but not quite yet. So yeah, let's keep that builder policy on because I'm getting ready to found this city. So that'll be nice to have that extra thing there. Not sure what I actually want to do. I'm just going to hold on to that envoy. Oh, yeah, so what I like to do when I finally do that queue or do the ancient walls policy, I don't always open up. Oh, I already got walls there. That's what I built for the science trigger. Yeah, these are going up in 1 or 2 turns between the multiple thing, speeding it up. So that'll be nice. I like doing multi-queue and just like getting my empire. Because then as I continue to expand, then those cities can just, especially with the free builder, it makes a big difference. I can start walls immediately when I don't have to worry about building a builder in a new city. Oh, also, still turn 120. I finally remembered I had this scout. When I got shipbuilding, so now I have found the other supercontinent across the shallow water here. So good stuff. And my boat around the same time has come all the way around Indonesia and down. So we're starting to do some good exploring, which will, of course, only speed up with my acquisition of cartography in 4 turns. Turn 122. We have 7 turns left here in the Middle Ages. I got another great scientist. So finally, like that divine spark and having that policy up for a while and focusing. So like it's good when you're like you don't see your yields immediately, right? But this is a big one. Chosen campus gains 2 housing and 1 amenity, increases non-food yield benefits of happiness in your empire by 40%. That's huge. Okay, that's awesome. And of course, this guy is going to pump up Rome. That's awesome. Really excited. I need 2 more era points, but I have 7 turns, and I'll probably get 1 for finishing cartography. So I'm really tempted to... I want to settle this settler here, but I think 7 turns is a lot. Nah, let's do it. Let's do it. I want to build up Cume because it's next to Crater Lake, so by default it likes working this 1 science 5 faith tile. But so let's do food and production there, ancient walls, build a campus there, holy site there. I don't really need a holy site, but like if there's a great spot for one, might as well take that faith for the late game great person purchasing bank, right? Cool. Yeah. Oh, I finished walls in Nijmegen, so I got to switch back to Petra. Petra will be done in next turn. Oh, dang, another era point. Or that's an error point that I could have got towards the next era, so that kind of stinks. I am improving these niter mines, which that's good. Do Renaissance right. Have musket men. One of these guys I should keep. Anyways, I'll come back to you. Turn 124, and we have cartography. That's pretty cool. Shoot, I want to change. How much is it going to cost? Is it going to still save money to 430 gold to change my... Oh! Yeah, so I definitely lost error points on that settling next to Crater Lake in this era as opposed to the next, but it's already almost a 2 from... and it's going to chop some forest. I chopped some rainforest here, so Mediolanum's grown up really quickly. Yeah, so things... Getting this city's huge. I don't have a builder there. I'll have extra builds because I have the policy up, so let's start with the ancient walls. Just play it safe. There's boats about. Don't want a barbarian caravel. Carvel. I don't know. I need to look that up. Oh, I did start it. Nijmegen finished Petra. Now it's just building a dam, so it's... So Nijmegen's going to be busy for a while, but let's go ahead. And it needs a campus to get the best effect from... wait, actually, Amsterdam's the same size. I got hit by so many floods. So let's actually send Pingala to Amsterdam because it has a campus and the same population as Nijmegen. And we're going to put Magnus in Rome because after this turn, we'll throw up a water mill real quick. Ooh, Angkor Wat is tempting because I have a lot of cities, so getting +1 population would be pretty awesome. Nice. Antium's got 2 niter mines and a bath next to an industrial zone with a workshop. So again, this city started off really weak production, but it just had some hidden perks. I do want a diplomatic quarter. That's tempting. But we're playing science. Let's go ahead and get that science up here next to... yeah, this would... let's do... That's flatland, so I can maybe use it for a spaceport later. So let's do that tile for its campus. My boats are up here, so I'm moving men-at-arms to be able to pair with them once I get settlers. How many turns we got left? 5. Yeah, I'll come back to you. That's 5 turns. It's going to take me a minute. Getting real close to the end of the Middle Ages here. Rome is finally, like... Let me actually check on my notes. Rome doesn't have that... Wait, can I build another district? Not yet. Maybe in 5 turns, actually, so I got carried away. But my first settler out of the new and improved Rome is only going to take 3 turns and not cost a population once Magnus is established. So that's awesome. I wish I had settlers ready to go for overseas, but we can get a head start. So things are going good. Yeah. But Rome is ready to start doing settlers. And, of course, I have a couple science stuff still going up. Every new city, that's kind of walls, builder, improvements, then science. So, good stuff. How many turns did I say is left? 2. Yeah, I'll play it out. Just hanging on there. Clearing some forest for where I want to build districts. Getting my men-at-arms in place to go overseas. Let's just wait there. Oh, there's another niter I need to improve there about. Ancient shipyard and Venetian art. Mass production's done. I'm going to rush industrialization. I don't even have a musket man yet, but... Is there a cheap policy? Theology's 3. Because I kind of want to switch policies, upgrade them for cheap. Yeah, let's do that. This boat and scout, I'm waiting to explore, so any era points can come in the next stage when I'll need it, because I'll be in a golden age. Eretrium's building a dam where I have a bath. So, unfortunately, that niter tile belongs to Wolin. Wish it was mine. So, yeah, a lot of units I'm kind of just waiting around for cartography in the new era to start. Ooh, coffee. I want to improve that. Waiting to improve you. Getting you in position. Doing stuff with you. Oh, there it is. The world enters the Renaissance era. And no question about it, I'll be doing this +3 starting population. All right, cool stuff. Yeah, this was it's funny. It got like my classical era was like pretty stressful, and the settling stressed me out here until I got that via loyalty. Although Winnipeg looks, even acquired the rest of the silver, dang. But hopefully that's going to be the first thing I do going into the. Hold on, let me switch my view here for you. Yeah, alliances. Let me do a new heading for Renaissance. So actually, I'll go ahead and put alliances first. That's going to be like the first, just so I don't forget to look at it next time. Yeah, we'll get into that in the next video, the Renaissance video. Thanks for watching.